NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Out of bounds.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
First down, Prescott. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 58 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
From the 44, Prescott. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Prescott will drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Forced it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. A great field position for them, Charles, to start that drive, and not a lot of yardage to be had. They do, however, come away with a long field goal.
Yeah, that's a plus. I mean, give them credit for that. They start the game 3-0. Don't come away empty-handed on this opening possession. And one other thing, it's a 50-plus yard field goal. Let's give the kicker a little respect as well. Those kind of kicks aren't routine.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, Watson dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll buy some time right. And Walker has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. That'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Rob the ball, his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Watson going to sneak it, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and Walker hitting the ball is out. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. To the air again, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott now from the 50. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 8 yards on the completion there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first down.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. Touchdown! Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. The lead grows to 10-0. That was an extended drive. 14 plays all total. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, the big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Good catch right there.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Running right, Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Prescott. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense set to take over again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Watson on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Watson out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Deshaun Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we reach halftime here. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, it's Watson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He finds Kittle going across the field, and he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Prescott on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
They'll run wide side with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he stopped immediately there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they deliver theirs. That throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ken Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're...
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Well, now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Watson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Ooh, with a juke. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing, Prescott. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers, a ball carrier.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, it's Walker. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Prescott looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Prescott. And this one too low. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Dak. Open man here is Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Dak. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you got to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were